Utah is Yuta, or
which held all our frequencies and our memories and our...
America is the real old world and the Holy Land of the Bible. Watch. Utah is Yuta, or Judah. The Dead Sea is Salt Lake. Nile means great river in Greek. The Mississippi is the Nile, or the Euphrates, the great river. Since Canaanites inhabited the Holy Land, Sedona is Sidon, Sidona, which is why Phoenix is real old world and the Holy Land of the Bible. Watch. Utah is Yuta, or Judah. The Dead Sea is Salt Lake. Nile means great river in Greek. The Mississippi is the Nile, or the Euphrates, the great river. Since Canaanites inhabited the Holy Land, Sedona is Sidon, Sidona, which is why Phoenix is Phoenicia. Lebanon and Nevada mean the same things. The real Mount Seir is Mount Whitney in the Sierra Nevadas, which is the tallest point in the lower 48. Exodus took place in America. The Baja Sea is the real Red Sea, which looked like this. The greatest of the 7 seas is the Pacific Ocean. That's why the real Levant is the Pacific West Coast of America. That's why the largest cedars are in the Pacific Northwest, which makes sense for the lumber needed to build Solomon's temple. Perfect trunks for lumber. The tiny ones in fake Lebanon are forked. They can't be used for lumber as efficiently. The Nile of the fake Egypt today doesn't match the description in Isaiah, but the Mississippi does with its 7 main tributaries. The Nile flows into the Egyptian Sea, not the Great Sea. That is why the Mediterranean cannot be the biblical Great Sea. Hebrew artifacts were found throughout the country. They are commonly discounted as fake, but nobody today speaks Paleo-Hebrew. As stated before, Canaanites were throughout the Holy Land, and we see a common Canaanite root through all these alphabets or aleph-bets. This is why Spanish, Latin, Hebrew, and Arabic all have similar roots. Hard to tell apart in cursive. Speaks for itself. Allah, Tau, and Om, all the same geometric shapes. Perspective. Latin is inverted Arabic, more apparent in cursive. Same roots. Babylon, Rome, and Greece are east of the Mississippi. That's the real reason the Algonquin chiefs were named after Greeks. They were the Greeks. After most of the men were killed in King Philip's War, the children became prisoners of war, aka slaves that were shipped throughout the Americas. When the Jesuits met the Algonquins, they realized that the Mi'kmaq language was similar to Egyptian or Hebraic. That's why Verrazano said that the natives were like Ethiopians. The oldest bloodline, A00, is from America. The history has been totally inverted. Parasites copy and invert through retrotransposition. This is why you have multiple Egypts and all these cities with the same names throughout the world. Parasites usurp, copy, and invert. Parasites live in loops, and they keep the host in a loop. Parasites need inversion, manipulation, and inbreeding to exist. The Bible is the script, or the scripture, of the loop. It reveals all the events in the timeline of the loop.
This place shouldn't be here. Machu Picchu isn't even the only city in the area that's 8,000 feet high.